This is the Iowa Weather Report for Monday, March the 25th, 2013. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS Model Run. This is at 1 p.m. this afternoon. We have a storm moving off into the mid-Atlantic region with some energy trailing back into the central and southern plain states. And this will still bring maybe a few flurries or light snow showers across the state. It'll be hit and miss. Accumulations are likely not going to happen. Highs today will be mainly in the 30s with a cool north breeze, bringing wind chills down at least into the 20s. When we head to Tuesday, we have high pressure moving in. That will clear the skies from west to east, and temperatures not budging a whole lot. Highs still in the 30s after lows in the teens to lower to middle 20s. We'll still see that Wednesday morning, lows in the teens and 20s, highs back up into the 30s, maybe approaching the low 40s in the south and western counties of the state, so quite a bit of the snow that fell over the weekend should begin to melt. We head to Thursday, there could be a few snow showers, flurries, or sprinkles, especially in the southern counties, especially Wednesday night into Thursday. Otherwise, it'll be partly sunny with highs around 40 or so. Then Friday, a bit warmer, high pressure moving off into Wisconsin, and some moisture returning. Maybe a few rain showers or snow showers or a mix in the western counties by Friday afternoon with highs in the 30s and 40s. And then the weekend comes, and unfortunately the weather turns sour. We have a few rain showers, maybe mixed with some snow or a little bit of sleet across our northern counties, with highs mainly in the 30s and 40s. Same thing on Sunday. We have rain, maybe some mix around as cold air tries to come back down from Canada and high pressure over the Dakotas. Readings likely still in the 30s and 40s around the state. And we head to next Monday. We have some vortexes up in Canada, one over Hudson Bay, one over British Columbia, and another system coming through the southern stream over the desert south and west. Around here, we'll have one storm moving off to our east and another one moving closer, and that's the one we're going to have to watch for in the coming days, the one over Colorado, as warm air begins to flood in from the south. Temperatures likely well into the 40s. And a day after that, we head into Voodoo, but we only had a day after. This is on April the 2nd. That looks very wet, possibly stormy. If this looks right, we could see temperatures maybe near 60 or over that. But further along, we head to April the 5th, and 6th, we have snow or a cold rain. The 540 line well to our south. Temperatures likely back into the 30s, maybe low 40s. And at the end of the forecast on April the 9th, we have a vortex, a double-barreled vortex, one over the U.S.-Canadian border, a smaller one over Hudson Bay. And around here, it looks like a trough over the eastern half of the country, and that means, more cold air. And quite a bit of cold air, if this is right. We could see temperatures back into the 40s, and by this point in April, we're going to be way below average as the storm moves along the eastern seaboard. The satellite image from last evening showed the storm system over the Ohio Valley with clouds streaming back into the Dakotas and eastern Nebraska all the way across the Interstate 80 corridor all the way to New York and even out into the Atlantic, and some clouds streaming into the Pacific. The watch warning map from last evening, we had some winter storm warnings and advisories extending from the Mississippi River across Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Ohio, into the mid-Atlantic states, especially Pennsylvania, New Jersey, with some freeze warnings in the south. QPF chart, precipitation over the next 5 days through Friday evening at 7 o'clock, showing most of this precipitation occurring last night into this morning, maybe a couple hundredths with the disturbance that comes Wednesday night into Thursday.